This is Automated Thought.
You know, it really does kind of suck that Birds of Prey didn't make as much money at the box office as I think it deserved to. It was a really good movie, way better than Suicide Squad, and maybe even better than Sonic the Hedgehog. The other day I made this meme, and a lot of people were like, what is this? What the fuck are you trying to say? And I admit, it's a little esoteric. It was kind of my response to these two douchebags on Twitter. This douchebag and this douchebag. They just popped up in my feed, and they were the two guys who were rooting for Birds of Prey to fail. And I can't find the exact tweet. I think they were retweeting some other guy. But their thinking went something like this.
No, Harley Quinn is a good character if she's written how she's supposed to be. Harley Quinn was envisioned as a perfect victim/sex toy that appeals to male biology. Turning her into some kind of strong, independent woman or some kind of ugly feminist is completely the opposite of what she's supposed to be. If they'd given us 2 hours of this, the movie would have made $1 billion.
And see, I find that kind of wrong and annoying for two different reasons. For one thing, when people said why they didn't want to see Birds of Prey, the number one answer that people gave was because they didn't like Suicide Squad that much, and so they weren't interested in this movie. So even though Suicide Squad Harley was sexy, I don't think reminding people of Suicide Squad would have been a surefire recipe for box office success. The second reason, of course, is that the Suicide Squad version of Harley Quinn was not the original version. That's not how she was originally portrayed. I mean, come on, you remember when you first saw her in Batman the Animated Series? She was much more composed, much more in control, much smarter. You know, she wasn't the crazy skeezer Harley. And don't get me wrong, I like crazy Suicide Squad skeezer Harley, you know. It's a different take on the character, but it's certainly not the definitive take. This is some kind of weird, fucked up, overdosing on Thorazine, brain messed up from electroshock therapy, you know, drunken, living in the gutter Harley Quinn. It's an alternate take, but it shouldn't be the only one. The original Harley Quinn, she was not a skank who was flirting with everybody. She was in love with the Joker, she was kind of in love with Poison Ivy, and the only other person she was interested in was Bruce Wayne because she could sense his inherent goodness. The Bruce Wayne in Batman the Animated Series, come on, he was a sweetheart. If you're one of these douchebags who think that Harley Quinn should just be like a victim sex object and should be kept as far away from feminism as possible, then you probably don't even remember this scene. This was like one of her first appearances ever. Let's take a look at it.
Well, hello.
I think I'm in love.
Auga, ooga.
Excuse me, boys. Didn't your mommies tell you that's not the nice way to get a lady's attention?
Oh, and what are you gonna do? Spank us?
That's right, pigs! And here's the paddle!
Whoa!
Damn. See, even back in 1995, some things were woke. Those poor guys, I mean, they were just acting in accordance with their male biology. It's like feminism. It's been around forever. Its roots go deep. The third reason I hate the douche bro appropriation of Harley Quinn is, okay, I just don't get it. I mean, when I look at this character is attractive to me. It's Margot Robbie looking like a dirty punk rock girl. Like, did you guys... How young are you, you millennial snowflakes? Like, didn't you grow up with punk rock girls? I just look at this character and I think that most reasonable Americans would look at this person and say, you know what? I would like to have sex with that person in some capacity. It might be dangerous, but it would be worth it. This version of Harley Quinn is super attractive unless you're just completely nutless. Wait, no, I shouldn't say that. People do have tastes other than my own. And see, that's the reason why these douchebags... This is why they're such douchebags. The only way they can evaluate a movie that has a female lead character is on the basis of, do I want to fuck this person? And that's kind of messed up when you think about it. I mean, I like the movie Die Hard, but I don't want to have sex with John McClane. Hell, I don't even want to have sex with John McClane's wife. I mean, okay, there was a lot of hot stuff going on in the 80s, but this haircut is not it. Now that I think about it, I don't think there's a single character in the movie Die Hard that I would want to sleep with. And you know what? That's fine. It's a good movie. I've watched it several times. And I can think of lots of movies that I've enjoyed where, fuckability is not really a concern. Let's see. Schindler's List, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Wow, there's so many movies out there where, fuckability is not the main concern. Like most people, I really love the 3 Iron Man movies, but you know what? I'm not attracted to Gwyneth Paltrow. It's okay, I don't have to be. Tony is. That's enough. I mean, these fucking douchebags, literally. They seem unable to evaluate any kind of female superhero movie unless they think of it like it's a porno. God, fucking losers. I guess I can be a little bit biased because, like I said, I find Margot Robbie very attractive. I'll admit the golden overalls at the end didn't really do it for me, but they're only there for a short time. I think instead of the golden overalls, they should have pulled out like a cool version of her red and black roller derby gear. That would have been a little cooler. Throw a little bit of this in there for the finale. The hot pants aren't so bad, just so long as, they mostly cover up her ass. If you want to talk about Harley Quinn looks that don't work, her worst design is this from the animated Suicide Squad movie that came out years before, which is actually a really good movie, but this look, no, this does not work at all. So yeah, the douche bros get to take their little victory lap. But hey, next year, Margot Robbie's coming back to play Harley Quinn in the next Suicide Squad movie, which will probably make a lot more money as soon as nerds see the name James Gunn above the title. If it's a big hit like it should be, then hey, the Harley Quinn train can merrily roll on. Although when it comes to, box office returns, I admit, this coronavirus has me kind of spooked. For one thing, I mean, no one knows how bad it's going to get. Technically, I could be one of the people who dies in the next 6 months from coronavirus. I mean, nobody knows. Here where I live, we just had a killer an F4 tornado that ripped through downtown like a half a mile from my workplace. There were 25 people in Nashville who woke up the other morning and they did not realize that was their last day on Earth. They were just going to die. Same thing could happen with me and coronavirus. I could be dead. You could be dead. We could all be dead. The fucking coronavirus, man. And even if the coronavirus doesn't kill us, it might fuck up the movies, dude. I mean, they delayed the new James Bond movie until November. Wow. And that makes me nervous because you know what 2 movies are coming out really soon? Black Widow and Wonder Woman 1984. For all we know, here in a month and a half, we could be in a full-blown quarantine situation and it could severely affect these movies. And then assholes like this would be, cheering because they'd be saying, yeah, these movies didn't do well because people are tired of female superheroes. Also, we're under quarantine from a deadly pandemic, but mostly it's people rejecting feminism. Oh, what a bad fucking situation that would be. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Fuck you, coronavirus. Fuck you, Twitter douchebags. Man, I ain't even got time for this bullshit today. I'm going to work. Bye-bye.